the train for one last ride.
From Studio One, welcome to this Wednesday, June the 28th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, it's Wednesday.
It's hump day and it's Duck Wednesday.
It's Duck Wednesday?
It's Duck Wednesday.
What does that mean?
Every time you see a duck, you quack at it.
Did you make that up?
Yeah, I made that up.
It's Duck Wednesday. It's the first show of me being 26, Smoody.
Oh my goodness.
Spent my birthday at Great America and I'm still alive to tell about it.
I thought you were with a prostitute last night.
No, I was with my family.
Oh, never mind then.
I missed SmackDown, but I watched it when I got home, I think.
Yeah, we have a new Money to Bank women's...
No, we don't. We might have... We're going to talk about that on Friday. We're not crossing that bridge yet.
Don't start with games out for that. Go slug and not interfere.
Are you ready to recap Raw?
That brought from hot LA. I was on fire.
Well, kind of. Roman Reigns comes out, and he comes out and cuts... By the way, there was no Stone Cold Steve Austin sighting.
Isn't that love? They post these Los Angeles 316 stuff. They say, oh, Stone Cold's going to be there. Yeah, well...
Well, Roman Reigns comes out and says it's his yard, yada, yada. All of a sudden, the sirens went off. I thought Scott Steiner was coming back for a second. But...
I thought the Undertaker was in there.
And then all of a sudden, an ambulance comes rolling out, and we thought, okay, Braun Strowman's in there. He opens a door that's not Braun Strowman, then attacks him from behind, and then throws him 20 yards for the touchdown.
The last time we had an ambulance match was 2003 at Survivor Series when Kane sent Shane to
No. You were at the last ambulance match, weren't you? Same with me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Never mind.
What was that, 2012?
Yeah, when Cena threw Kane in the ambulance.
At the Bradley Center. Hardy's, I think there was one since then. I believe there was, because we talked about this before.
2003, there was an ambulance match.
No, I mean, since the one in Milwaukee, I think there's been an ambulance match. Didn't Bray Wyatt and Cena or someone... I swear there was an ambulance match recently.
Oh, that's right. It was Ryback versus Cena at Payback 2013. I forgot.
That was, and they had that. Are you sure? I thought it was even earlier than. I don't know. But anyway, Hardy's and Finn Balor defeat Sheamus, Cesaro, and Elias Sampson. Goldust returns with his old Goldust ring attire. The match don't even start. He attacks R-Truth. Are we gonna get that rematch of Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah, someone's gonna have to wear Goldust's wig and hat. Everything.
He has his own cameraman. Tony, I should invest in a cameraman and have him wear all gold.
You know what's weird about that?
What?
When the cameraman pointed the back of his head, first of all, I thought that was Spud.
Miz TV.
That was atrocious. That father, he needs to get slapped with a guitar and be called Slapnut.
The balls were there, and what's the dad's name? Lamar,
yeah. He thinks he's Michael Jordan.
Lonzo. How old is the youngest one? How far is he from being in the NBA?
He's starting.
Is he in high school still?
He's still in high school, so he's about.
So he's got he's about 4 years away. But anyway, it was a nutcase. It was crazy. He ripped off his shirt. He was starting to run around like Ric Flair. Anyway.
But the highlight of the night was when Miz went in for the kiss for Maurice, and Maurice denied him with a kiss.
I know, that's getting interesting. Dean Ambrose comes out, ends up into a 6-man tag. The balls went away. The Miz Taraj defeat Dean Ambrose and Heath Slater. Enzo comes out, calls out Big Cass. Big Cass says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. You know, the typical thing. And then all of a sudden, he does the soft. They go up, they hug, and as soon as he raised his hand, I'm like, this is it. He's going to turn on him. And that's what happened. Clotheslined him on the ramp, attack him. Tony, Enzo, and Cass are for sure no more. Did you buy it, Smoody? You bought. If I bought into it a little, I know you bought into him. You thought they were friends again.
I thought, first of all, thinking, what the hell is this? And all of a sudden, it's like, yeah. But the icing cake is when Cass came out after the intermission. Or after the commercial break?
Intermission?
I'm sorry. He came out after commercial break and he confronted Corey and said, don't get involved in blah 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 this and that. It's like, well,
And Corey can't wrestle. And Corey can't wrestle anymore.
No, but he's gonna get something's gonna get involved with that match.
Seth Rollins defeats Kurt Hawkins. Paul Heyman comes out, calls out the Beast. The Beast don't make it down there. Samoa Joe taps him out. I love this right now, Smoothie. They're making, as he puts him, almost puts Brock to sleep. They are making Samoa Joe look so strong in this storyline, and I love it.
It's just I like it. It's 1-1 now, but it's gonna end at Great Balls of Fire, where someone's gonna probably.
Brock's not there next week, is he?
No, Brock's not there next week. It's gonna probably be Samoa Joe.
So now they won't see each other until the Great Balls of Fire.
Which will probably be, or maybe Brock will show up. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, and then finally, Neville defeats Lince Dorado. And all I'm going to say is Sasha Banks won. I was watching the end of the Cub game, so I didn't see the end of this. I know Nia Jax ran the table till the end. Sasha Banks forced Nia Jax. Did she tap out or did she pass out?
She tapped out at the end, but what happened is at the end was Kurt Angle came out, he grabbed Sasha Banks' hand, raised it up, and Alexa came out, and Alexa just hold the belt in the air, and Sasha drop kicked her and said, "Listen, I'll see you in 2 weeks." Biatch. Okay,
we'll see. And of course, Great Balls of Fire a week from Sunday. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we are going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT for this week. That's next on the Ringside Report. We'll go back here to the Ringside Report for this Wednesday, June the 28th. We were just talking about it, and I brought it up on Twitter. There was a lot of ball talk on Monday night. You have the Great Balls of Fire. You had the pink. They were picking balls for the gauntlet, and then you had the balls.
And Laker, the ball on it.
Yes, Tony, I don't get. Vince McMahon, I don't get what goes through his mind.
So at the Great Balls of Fire, we're gonna see 2 balls hanging.
It's gonna be Vince's Royal Grapefruits.
Oh my God, that's not PG rated. This is.
You never know, Smoothie. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Well, speaking of, one thing is, we're talking about, now we're just coming off the Ring of Honor's greatest pay-per-view ever, and now we're still taping from weeks before, so.
Yeah, they're in Chicago Ridge this week. The lineup of what we got in store, what they got in store. Here's the 3 matches. You're going to see Jonathan Gresham go one-on-one against Flip Gordon. You're going to see Silas Young go one-on-one against Bobby Fish, and I think one of his final Ring of Honor matches since he just debuted in NXT over for the taping, so he'll be coming back. And then Punishment Martinez is going to go one-on-one against Jay White. So you're going to see all that. You're going to see
Speaking of that, they also produced a match that was on a pre-show, but they taped from Chicago. It was Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels versus the Bullet Club members.
And the Bullet Club is stronger than ever. Cody is the world champion. How big is that for the Bullet Club that they have the world title back? Because, of course, they've had it. They had it with Adam Cole. Now they have it with Cody.
Well, let's see. Cody's bringing Ring of Honor gear on the TNA. He's winning world championships. He's winning Impact Grand Championships on TNA. He's doing everything. He's doing what WWE could not do in WWE.
No.
And that's win a world championship. He could never do it.
I was thinking about this when I was watching Goldust promo on Raw Monday night. Is Cody gonna end up, and when it's all said and done, like say right now Cody retired and Goldust had his career, who is the better out of the two? Who had the better career? Goldust is never a world champion.
Well, he's had title shots, but he's been Intercontinental champion, tag champion. But I think right now Cody's got the better one because he's got the world championship added now.
And he's going for the New Japan world title. I believe this week in Japan.
Yeah, so he's like his father. He's getting more gold. His late great
father.
Like
so if you had to rank the 3 of them, Dusty's obviously the top.
Yeah, because he's been world champion numerous times. So Cody would be 2.
And then Goldust would be 3?
Yeah, and then maybe if Dakota, when she might become a wrestler.
Who's she? Is that his daughter?
That's Dustin's daughter.
Oh, Goldust's daughter?
Mm-hmm.
And Cody just had a kid, so that one will be a while.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, maybe he did. Does he have a kid?
No, he doesn't. The only thing is his wife is wrestling still.
Brandy, yeah, and she was a ring announcer, so she's... But anyway, also, so that's a Ring of Honor. Also, congratulations, the Mae Young Classics debuting on August the 28th, my sister's birthday. And they announced the ring announcers for that. It'll be good old JR and Amy Dumas, which is Lita. Congratulations, that should be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week, next Tuesday, when SmackDown on the 4th of July. We're going to have another pipe and the Foo Fighter, and John Cena's going to return.
Now, John Cena's a free agent, which means he's going to be bouncing back and forth between Raw and SmackDown. Which one do you think, I don't think he's going to stick. I think he's going to bounce for both to try to improve ratings.
I think he is, but I think wherever he goes, that's where Nikki should go to. But do you know what weird is? I asked somebody about this, and they said the Triple A, the whatever it is, I think Kurt Angle is going to happen at SummerSlam. I think there's a match in it, might be added. Triple H might come back and become the
Triple H versus Kurt Angle?
At SummerSlam. That could happen.
And you know what else they're pushing up to SummerSlam? They're pushing Roman and Brock up to SummerSlam to get the title back.
Yeah, they need to, because main event last year at SummerSlam was... Oof,
what was it?
I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was Undertaker something.
Oh, was it? It wasn't Undertaker Brock. No.
No, that was 2 years ago.
I don't know. But anyway.
No, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Finn, remember when he got hurt?
Oh, yeah. That was a year ago already. Let's preview NXT. We're getting closer to... No, I keep saying that, and we're not getting closer at all. We're still over a month and a half away. But
we have a match headed. There's a match for the women's championship. It's Asuka versus Nikki Cross this Wednesday night.
Really?
They put a promo on Raw. They promoted NXT.
Oh, boy. So who do you got, Smoothie? Is Asuka's streak over with?
I think it's over. I think Nikki Cross is finally going to get her title. I think she's going to be the queen of Lunaticville.
And I believe this is going to be the debut of Mauro Ranallo on NXT.
Yep, and then you might see some of them new guys coming in soon.
Okay, we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Impact for tomorrow night. It's the final one before Slammiversary on Friday, or on Sunday. We'll be back. All right, we're back here on the Ringside Report. Let's recap last week's Impact quickly before we kind of talk about Slammiversary. We'll have a warm-up on Friday. We won't have a wrap-up until the 10th of July because we're off next week. So we will have, on the 10th of July's Ringside Report, we're going to have we won't have a warm-up for Great Balls of Fire either, but we'll have a wrap-up of Slammiversary and Great Balls of Fire on when we return from our week break on the 10th of July. But here's Impact, the Sony 6 Invitational. It was a six-man. It was Eddie Edwards, Suicide, Braxton Sutter, Trevor Lee, Davey Richards. Matt Sydal gets the victory in that. Sienna and Laurel Van Ness get a win over Rosemary and Allie. Sanjay Dutt comes out, low-key interrupts, and says, you know what, I gave you an opportunity for the title, I want my rematch. Sanjay says yes, it's happening at Slammiversary. Then low-key shakes his hand, then attacks him. Mahabali Shiri gets a win over KM. Eli Drake and Chris Adonis come out, and they want to know who the partner is of Moose. Moose says it's D'Angelo Williams, the former running back of the Panthers and the Steelers, making his in-ring debut. Tony, are you shocked by that?
I can't believe that another football player has graced Impact Wrestling. The last time there was a football player that graced it,
Adam Jones?
Wasn't it Adam Pac-Man Jones?
And he became a tag team champion with, what was it, Ron the Truth Killings at that point? R-Truth?
Yeah, that was it. And the last time I remember, the first time was with Steve Michaels and Kevin Green.
Yes.
And there's a lot of players.
There's been a lot of football players come through. And then Brian Urlacher was on a TNA taping. He didn't wrestle.
Yeah, well, he's one of the wrestlers.
And then finally, Lashley and EC3 against Alberto El Patron, who just broke up with Paige over the weekend. I'm so upset about that one.
No, that's Paige went on Instagram, said, relax, guys, that's not true. That's
well, I hope. Well, she's got a.
No,
she better hope it.
What happened was, according to what people are posting,
Tony, we're not TMZ. We're not talking about relationships.
Well, quickly, they had no fight. It was just a little argument, and they'll be back to normal. Everything's good. So.
She has a tattoo that says Alberto. She better hope it continues.
Oh, it's been continued. She's already posted on Instagram. I love him.
But anyway, that match between Patron and Storm and Lashley EC3, the tag match ends in a no contest. So let's shift gears now to Slammiversary. By the way, the announce team has been announced for Slammiversary because, of course, the announcers are going to be in a match. So it's going to be Robert Flores. Do you know who that is, Smoothie?
That guy from ESPN?
Now he does MLB Network.
Oh, good Lord.
And his partner I'm kind of excited about is going to hear him back. Don West is going to be joining him as the analyst.
So
I'd like to know where Mike Tenay is.
Yeah, that and where the hell is Pope at?
Well, Pope, I don't know. Well, because they were doing the stuff in India. Pope might be done, but they might be coming back because I think the loser of this match, I think Josh Matthews is only there for a little bit longer. But I don't know why Mike Tenay called, what, the first 13 years of this company? And, I mean, I saw a picture. Trevor Blanchard took a picture of him in Vegas. He's got a beard and everything now. I know he lives in Vegas. I wish they would have brought him back because it's not. Robert Flores has never called a wrestling event, to my knowledge.
Well, you look at Mauro Ranallo. They never called a wrestling event in his whole entire life.
But he called sports. Robert Flores isn't even an announcer.
Well, they could have brought Mike Breen or other goofball.
I think he just called the finals. Give him some time off. But anyway, Slammiversary looking good. You got Scott Steiner and Josh Matthews against Abyss.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna quickly do this.
Run through the card, Tony. We only got a minute and a half left.
Okay, Josh Matthews match. Who do you think wins?
Well, we got a warm up coming up on Friday.
But just be quickly. Who do you think?
I think JB and Joseph Park.
The main event. Who do you guys the double champion? Who walks out champion?
It's got to. I think it's got to be Patron.
I'm going Lashley. I think he's done it before, so he's gonna do it again.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
What's the next one?
So the other one would be the.
How about the unification for the women's title? Knockouts.
I'm gonna go with Sienna. I think she's got the quality, and I think she's gonna do it.
Rosemary's on a roll. I'm gonna say Rosemary. First time she ever got pinned, by the way, this past week on Impact.
Yeah.
Strap match. EC3 James Storm.
I'm going with James Storm. I think he's gonna look good. Go EC3.
I think so too, but I think EC3's got more to win, so I'm gonna go EC3.
And I think in the mixed tag team match, I think Dave Richards and Angela Love are gonna win because I think Eddie Edwards' wife is gonna turn it for her.
That's gonna be a good match as well.
Yeah.
Good card. Gonna be stacked. Also, there's gonna be a tag team match. Some Mexican wrestlers are gonna be in. I believe LAX as well gonna defend their tag team titles. Should be exciting, as of course they're also. So every title is going to be GFW and Impact are going to be combined because they're the GFW and Impact Tag Team Champions.
Yep, and 5-1 on Jeff Jarrett show during the show. I'm actually watching this.
It's going to be fun. It'll be live on pay-per-view. Also, Jeff Jarrett broke the news that the biggest star in Orlando, Florida will be there. Word is it's Shaquille O'Neal. We didn't see him at WrestleMania. Are we going to get him at Slammiversary?
You never know. We might see something. We actually might see Donald Trump there.
We'll see what happens the final week this week in India. We'll have a Slammiversary warm-up coming up on Friday. Plus, we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live. Ring of Honor and NXT should be exciting. Smoothie, have a great Wednesday. We'll see you Friday.
All right. Good night, America.
For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Young. So thank you for watching the Ringside Report. Your front row seat to all things wrestling.